Hello everyone, my name is Annie and welcome to my video. Today I'm here to talk about human flesh search and Weibo. If you have no idea what human flesh search is, first of all, rest assured, it is not another form of cannibalism. Human flesh search, also known as human powered search, it refers to searches that are conducted with the help from human users. The word is a literal translation of its original Chinese root, 人肉搜索. There are two defining characteristics of human flesh search. According to Wang and his colleagues in their study of the human flesh search engine, human flesh search rely heavily on offline elements and voluntarily crowdsourcing. When conducting a human flesh search, participants usually will generate information from a target's social media accounts. They will find useful information from their posting and take this information offline to acquire additional information. The second characteristic is voluntarily crowdsourcing. Most of the time, the participants of a human flesh search choose to join a movement based on a shared interest, whether if they think they're being the vigilantes of the society and practicing justice, or simply because they have a common interest to the target. Almost all of the human flesh search happens on interactive social media platforms. Today, I'm going to be talking about Sina Weibo. Sina Weibo is arguably the most popular social media platforms in China. It is a microblogging website, which was a Chinese version of Twitter. After Twitter got banned in China, Weibo slowly turned into a hybrid of social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. It is used by well over 30% of the internet users. So let's take a look at Weibo and see exactly how it works. As you can see, this is the homepage of Weibo. You'll be able to follow your friends or some official accounts or some funny guys on Weibo. So you'll be able to see the photos that they're sharing, the videos that they're sharing, almost everything. When you're posting a post, you can share pictures, videos, and start a tag with your friends. By simply clicking the search bar, you will be able to see what exactly is trending on Weibo. Also, there is a list of of popular tags. By clicking that, you will be able to see what are the most popular tags on Weibo right now. So this is within an hour, and this is within 24 hours. Take this as an example. This is one of the most popular reality show in China, and as you can see, there are more than 15 billion Weibo tweets. So you can see how popular it is really in China, and you'll be able to see official posts about the reality show, and then you'll also be able to see other people's posts as well. You can join the conversation. Most of the people watch the show and post on Weibo at the same time, so you'll be able to discuss the show with other people. As you can see, Weibo is a perfect platform for collaboration and participation. So, how exactly does human flesh search relates to Weibo? Let's take a look at Rango's social media literacies first. Rango suggests that there are 5 social media literacies in the 21st century. They are attention, participation, collaboration, network awareness, and critical consumption. Weibo as a social media platform fits perfectly with 2 literacies, participation and collaboration. Let's take a look at participation first. According to Reingold, new digital technologies and social media platforms allowed us to fully participate in different Weibo activities. When web users participate in web activities, they become an active user rather than a passive consumer. Participation gives them a different sense of being in the world. In Weibo, for example, user can participate in a trending topic to have their own voice, or by adding a tag to their own posts, they will be able to gain more attention and start a conversation on the platform. Weibo can also be used as a tool to organize actions on all scale by simply tagging other people and starting a conversation. Collaboration is another important literacy. Through the help of Weibo, people are able to work collaboratively in ways that were too difficult or expensive to attempt alone. It is very easy to find people who share the same interests or have the common goals on Weibo. The sense of collaboration gives Weibo users more power and resources. Now that we learned how Weibo works, let's take a look at some famous Weibo human flesh search case studies and see what we can learn from those. A young woman called Guo Meimei was very famous on Weibo because she shares photo of her lavish Kardashian-like lifestyle. She posts photo of her huge mansions, designer handbags, stacks of cashes, and also limited Maseratis. These photos soon spread widespread outrage in China because people have noticed that she claims to be the general manager of the Red Cross Society China in her Weibo profile. People are questioning how can a charity worker sustain such a lavish lifestyle and if the Red Cross China had misused its donation from the public. Weibo users soon started a human flesh search of Guo Meimei and found out that she has no relationship with the Red Cross Society whatsoever. All of her money comes from illegal casinos that she runs out of private apartments in Beijing. Guo Meimei was later arrested for running casino charges and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. In this case, most of the Weibo users turned into internet vigilantes. They started the human flesh search in the context of upholding justice because they believe that there is corruption going on in the Red Cross Society China. However, it is important to note that the public cannot represent the law enforcement department. During the search, Guo Meimei's personal information was exposed to the public. But it is important to note that when human flesh search is used under the wrong context, it can turn into another form of cyberbullying. Let's take a look at another example to better explain this. Caught in the Web is a 2012 Chinese movie directed by one of the most famous directors in China. The movie is about a young woman becomes embroiled in controversy after someone posted a cell phone video of her refusing to give up her seat to a senior citizen on Weibo. The video sparked intense debate on the internet. The young woman soon became a target of a human flesh search. All of her personal information got exposed online, and her private life was heavily influenced by it. This movie perfectly illustrates the dark and ugly side of the social media. Almost all human flesh search events start in the context of upholding of justice or the maintenance of traditional Chinese virtue. However, due to the lack of regulation, many cases of human flesh search often turn into harassment at the end. Web users wish to punish the violators by exposing their true identities. However, their participation and collaboration often turn into a dangerous weapon. Most of the violators themselves became the victim of human flesh search. When posting on the social media, we are hiding behind our screen. It is impossible for us to know who we're collaborating with, and it's impossible for us to know what damage we can cause by simply posting other people's information online. While some believe that human flesh search is a good way for web users to learn the truth and exercise their rights of supervision and criticism through online participation and collaboration of investigation, others suggest that human flesh search is also putting personal digital privacy at risk. Most of the human flesh search targets change their jobs or move to a new city to avoid the social pressures. So what can we do to regulate human flesh search? The ethical issue caused by human flesh search engines have aroused attention across all of societies in China, provoking calls for effective policies and practices to protect online privacy. The People's Court in Beijing called human flesh search as an alarming phenomenon in December 2008 and defines it as a form of cyber violence, which also violates the privacy law. However, due to the collaborative nature of human flesh search, it is hard to reinforce the regulation because it is impossible to find the initiator. At the same time, it is almost impossible to identify the participants as well. Until now, China doesn't really have a specific law that regulates the human flesh search engine. So, what do you think? What can we do to better regulate human flesh search? Is human flesh search good or bad for the society? Leave in the comments and tell me your opinion.